what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Unit Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it is player ratings from the Leicester versus Arsenal game, where Arsenal ran out comfortable 2-0 winners. When I say comfortable, I do mean comfortable as well. Joining me as always, as I get my microphone ready, because I just realized it's not. Joining me as always is my partner in streams as always, Mr. Lee Gunner, freshly stocked up on bog roll. Tell it to the people.
Yeah, man. We got the bog roll.
There you go.
Yeah, we got 12 bog rolls, bro. I ain't running out anytime soon. Yeah, we got the bog roll. But yeah, man, comfortable light work. Easy victory. Easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was pretty comfortable. They didn't make Leno do anything. Didn't really trouble us at all. Other than the one where Leno got dinked and Maddison hit the post, they did nothing really. Yeah, pretty much nothing. So comfortable work, man. We've won our last 6 games in all competitions, and yeah, it's been pretty easy so far. Dodgy paella. Nah, man. No. I had fish and chips earlier, bro. I'm all right.
All right, okay. In Spain, wow. Okay.
Yeah, come on. I walked in the tapas place I go to, yeah. The man goes to me, pint of beer. I said, yeah. He goes, do you want burger or fish and chips? I said, bruv, you know me, man. I eat anything, yeah. I said, but today I'm going to have fish and chips. I said, proper English, innit? So, yeah. But, yeah, easy work, man. I thought Reece done all right in the first half. I thought he faded second half. I thought Eddie's work rate was decent. Yeah, he was always a threat. He was on Wes Morgan constantly. Should have scored. It was unlucky, really. Dinked it over the keeper and Wes Morgan cleared it off the line. Pepe hit and miss, really. I don't know, man. It wasn't his greatest game, but he was involved in that first goal, wasn't he? The breakthrough goal. Yeah. And it was a bit of a calamity goal, really. I mean, he done great work to kind of square it back.
Both their goals.
Meant that they slid straight past him, and then it was funny because the ball come back, he hits the post with it, and then it hits their defender and goes in. David Luiz, I thought was decent tonight. I actually thought he was man of the match, Luiz. I thought he was quality tonight. And Mohamed El Iniesta in midfield. Ping, 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 ping. Who needs a while, bruv? We got Iniesta.
Oh dear. Anyway, listen. As far as we're concerned, we've got the job done. Please do, everybody, big up everybody that is in the chat. Probably. Please do stick a like on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And to be honest with you, I agree with you. I thought it was comfortable. I found it interesting that in a comfortable game, Leno still had dodgy moments, which made no sense. But I thought David Luiz was pretty much actually man of the match. He was the only one that I felt was the most consistent throughout. I think it was between him and Eddie, actually. I thought Eddie deserved his goal just for the sheer output that he gave during the game. I think that, I think it was, to be honest, it was a largely uneventful game. I'm not even going to try and sell you. This is not one of them games where I say to you guys, oh, go back and watch it.
It's one of them where you're glad you haven't travelled all the way to Leicester to watch it on a Wednesday night, isn't it?
That'd be a long thing if you've done that. I ain't gonna lie to you. But other than that, I thought it was a reasonably comfortable game. We got the job done. We got out of that. That's all you can say for Arsenal. So this is probably going to be the quickest player ratings you'll probably ever see us do, just because there's not a lot of talking points really. So you guys, I guess you guys know how we do this by now. So. Let's get it cracking. Like the lady says, please do help me get to 10K. We are around about 850 away from 10K now. So please do help me get to 10K as soon as you possibly can. Also, Mr. the footballing hero, please.
Big up, Sam.
Please. Follow the footballing here on Insta. So I don't think you're on Twitter anymore, are you, Sam?
Yeah, I don't blame him, to be fair.
Follow the footballer here on Insta.
He needs to come on the channel soon. He needs to come on the channel. He actually
Sam
ate
knows
Ozil more than
I
me.
tried
I
to
think.
get Sam on twice recently, right? When I say recently, last 6 months or so. This boy is always doing something. He's always
Very quickly before we start this, talking about getting people on the channel. Did you see Zach yesterday giving it? Oh, you never invite me on.
I did, and I noticed you never responded to it.
No, I did. Because if I reply to a tweet, I can't put it on only followers to reply or quote tweet from anyone else. So I have to quote tweet everything, yeah? So then I can put that option on, right? So I quote tweet this. I've asked you on about 7 times, bruv. You always say no. He goes, your subscribers would hate me. Like, no, or hate you or saying, or like, I said, bruv, they hate Ozil more than us. He needs to come on. Can you imagine Zach on here?
At the very least, Zach's got to do a member stream.
Bruv, could you imagine Zach on the channel? Bruv, seriously, people are sitting there and go, nah. Seriously, bruv, is this guy like? I love him to bits. But do you know what? He's very similar to me, but a little bit rawer than me.
Oh, he's a more extreme version. For sure.
But listen, he's right. We're the same age, me and Zach. We've seen proper Arsenal, mate, and like, I'm gonna get him on. I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna text the group in a minute. I'm gonna say, listen, you fuck, you're coming on before the Liverpool game. I'm gonna get him on. Watch. Yeah, be nice to him when he comes on. Be nice to him. I'm gonna get him on.
I can't wait. And the minute he
won't say yes, but there we go.
If he comes on yours, he's coming on mine. Because I'll do the whole what you can do, Luiz, you can't do mine. I'll put it on him. I'll put it on him. So anyway, we digress, guys. We digress. 225 people watching, which is still great because I know that A, this was a bit of a dead game for people, and B, quite frankly, it is late on a Wednesday. But please do slap a like on the video. Let's get through these player ratings. Let's start with Bernd Leno. Like Mr. Smith says, quite frankly, I miss Martinez.
Yeah.
Every time I see Leno play, that goes through my head. It's a shame. It really is a shame. I think, like you were saying on the stream, I think somewhere in there is a good goalkeeper. And I think as time goes on, I think he'll become better. But I don't know if he'll ever eradicate some of his rash moments. And that
I've said it before, you can only polish a turd so much, it's still a turd, mate. I'm not saying he's a turd, but I think he's too old now, although it's still young for a keeper. Yeah, I think he's in that set routine of, I've been a professional for 10 years, maybe 9 years, 7 years. Bro, we said the stat where he's had the most errors leading to goals, in England since he's been here. And somebody put in the chat he had the exact same stat in Germany. I'm not saying he's a shit keeper, but he don't give me any confidence, bruv. Like, look at what he nearly knocked David Luiz out tonight. He nearly broke his own neck against West Ham the other day. When did we ever see Martinez taking out one of our own? When did we ever see Martinez launching himself over our players and breaking his neck nearly? We haven't seen that. But
and it's like I say, how is it,
no, that's the problem.
How is it in an uneventful game we're still not that impressed with what Leno did? Yeah. That to me tells a lot of the story. I'm gonna give him a 5. There was nothing. It was not a huge disaster, but like you say, he almost took out our best, the guy that was playing the best on the day. And it was just like, what are you doing, mate? What are you actually doing? I'll give him a 5 out of 10. I'll give him a 5 out of 10.
Didn't have to make a save, really, did he?
Yeah.
And
I don't remember anything massive.
I don't think he made any monumental cock-ups, but
he kept a clean sheet as well.
I'm going to give him a 6 just for the clean sheet. The fact that we kept a clean sheet. Not that he had to make any great saves in that clean sheet, but I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6 because even though he weren't great, the fact that we kept a clean sheet and he didn't actually cost us anything, and he tried to execute Luiz. We'll keep it low. If that was Ferguson, bro, Ferguson would be standing there doing a press conference going, he could have killed him.
Honestly,
I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I'll stick with my 5. I'll stick with my 5. Let's talk about the back 3. Let's talk about Rob Holding.
I thought he was shocking.
I'm worried for Rob Holding because if this is the guy that we're supposedly going to keep, this season, then not only do I worry for Rob Holding, then I worry for Arteta's judgment defensively. Because this is a guy that's struggling to me. And, you know, I know you don't rate this guy either, but I think even you'll agree with this. Surely, if you're comparing the two defenders in terms of which one you should keep, surely Chambers is your guy. Why would you hold him?
Do you know what? It's kind of sad what's happened to Holding, because under Emery in the first 22, like the first 22 games or the first 24 games under Emery, where we went 22 unbeaten.
Yeah,
Holding was our best centre back by a country mile.
I agree.
Yeah. Then he got that big injury, and he's come back and he's just looked a shadow of the player he was, mate. I don't think it helps that he's playing on the wrong side.
Yeah.
He was playing on the left side under Emery in a free, and he was the one that come out on this. Even though he's right-footed, he was the left-sided centre back under Emery.
Yeah,
he played on the right every time, and I think he's more comfortable on the left. But listen, centre back, mate. Yeah. And I thought he was shocking, mate. He made a couple of half-decent recoveries after he'd given it away, but not good enough for me, mate. 4.
Yeah. Honestly, a 4. I was trying to make a case for a 5, but I'll give him a 4, in my view. David Luiz, honestly, he was also my man in the match. I thought he was fantastic. Survived a murder attempt from his idiot goalkeeper. Every time Holding messed up, my man dropped deeper just to tidy up. You can see why the boy is. If there's one thing he can still do is play in the 3. Because if that's his only function that he serves, I'm fine with it. At least for this season. I don't want him to get another contract like an idiot. So I think it is what it is. I thought he was fine. I'll give Luiz an 8 out of 10. My man in the match.
Yeah, I think an 8's fair. Like you said, he survived a murder attempt. I thought he won quite a few headers. He was kind of clean with his tidying up as well.
Yeah, I thought his passing was sharp.
Yeah, decisive. Like boom, boom, boom. He had some nice balls forward. I don't think it was one of his greatest performances. Like sometimes you see him and he's that towering guy that's just going to come out and he starts marauding forward, and you think, "Whoa, where's he going?" And he pings a delightful ball. It weren't that tonight.
Yeah, hence an 8. Oh, see, for me, if it had been that, you're right. I think it'd have been a little bit more.
I think it was more of a professional performance.
Yeah.
I think it was more of a we're 1-0 up, or a 0-0 of most of the game. Let's just not do anything stupid. I think he was decent tonight. I'll give him an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give him an 8.
Let's talk about the other calamity, Kolasinac. Honestly, I thought Holding was worse. I thought he was a tiny bit better than Holding. At least defensively, I didn't see as many mistakes from him as I saw from Holding.
Kolasinac bombed forward quite a bit as well.
He bombed forward quite a bit. I thought he supported Saka quite well at times. And actually, I was watching for him every time he got to the byline just to see if he would at least make a pass, like a good pass. And he kept it very simple. He didn't try and be overly ambitious with it. The only time he tried to be overly ambitious was in the first half, where he tried to deliver a couple of crosses. And I think someone said something to him, because after that, he didn't do any crosses. So I was like, yes, that's what you should be doing. You can't cross the ball. Just do this moving forward. Wouldn't you be a 5?
Wouldn't you be gutted though? Yeah, if you're William Saliba, you've been signed for 30 million quid, and that is starting over you in a League Cup game.
1,000%.
You'd be fuming, innit?
What do you think of Arteta's excuse about not starting Saliba? Because he was talking about the fact that that Saliba had a lot of injuries the last couple of years, so he's just trying.
So is Holding. So is Bellerin.
Yeah, but I think he's thinking he's young. He's just trying to bed him into the kind of physicality of the English league and that. What do you think about it?
Bruv, you do 30. Well, it's not his signing, is it? Let's be real. It weren't his player.
True.
Yeah, it's not his player. I think that.
I forgot about that.
I think that he started him at MK Dons, didn't he? He played 45 minutes at MK Dons, albeit it's a lower level. He looked decent, man.
He looked good, yeah.
Yeah, didn't put a foot wrong. He had a turn of pace on the recovery, put a nice slide tackle in at MK Dons.
He showed a bit of strength.
Physically, he's a big boy and he was holding people off.
Yeah.
And I think that I just want to see somebody different at centre-back rather than Kolasinac holding players like that, Mustafi. I just want to see Gabriel. If you're going to go with this three at the back, which it looks like he is for now, for me, although I don't rate David Luiz, if you've got Saliba one side and you've got Gabriel the other, David Luiz ain't an issue anymore.
Yeah, and then Mari in the background will come on.
Yeah, them two are quick, they're strong, they're physically good, they're good in the air, they're tall lads, and that leaves David Luiz to be like a sweeper more than anything. Yeah. So if they do make a mistake, he's there to mop up.
Agreed.
Whereas when you've got Rob Holding, and tonight, Rob Holding spent a lot of time in right back again because I didn't really notice Maitland-Niles tonight.
Yeah, funny enough.
It was a weird performance from him. He weren't shit. He weren't great.
While you were coming back from the shop, the chat room were debating there with Maitland-Niles. They thought he had a dead game. I don't think he was dead, but you're right. He was definitely quiet.
What did you give Kolasinac?
5. Standard 5.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Yeah.
Right, well, let's come to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I can see the chat room being savage with him. What did you think of his performance?
I didn't notice him, bruv. Like, do you know what? I'm not going to be harsh on the geezer because I said this about Bellerin the other day, yeah? I think it was Fulham. I didn't notice Bellerin until 65 minutes against Fulham. That's a decent thing because that means he ain't getting ripped. Yeah. I did not notice Ainsley Maitland-Niles for pretty much all of that game. Yeah, and I think, I can't remember, but I think the chance that Maddison had, I think he left him. The one where he hit the post, I think that it might not have been him. It might have been Elneny.
The one where he said he got sent back to the shop. That one.
Yeah, bruv. No. The one where Maddison hit the post. I think it might have been Elneny that left him actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who was it that took on? Was it Amati? He literally sent Maitland-Niles back to the academy, bruv. Yeah, left him for dead. It was just a weird performance from him tonight. I thought he was just not in the game. He weren't getting forward. I didn't see him romping down the right wing. He wasn't overlapping Pepe a lot. He wasn't exposed, but
see, for me, I thought he towards the end of this, just before what's his name came on, Bellerin came on to play down that right hand side. There were a couple of times he did start to overlap Pepe. There was one time in particular, I remember Pepe almost kind of tapping him to say thank you for overlapping. Where it did overlap a couple of different times. But you're right, outside of those two instances, and then him getting sent back to the shops, like you said, I actually forgot he was on the right-hand side. Yeah. Which, like you say, you could take that one of two ways. You could say, all right, well, you didn't get skinned too many times, so hopefully you were fine. Or, you didn't get involved in the game, and I would hope as one of the 11 players on the pitch, you get involved in the game. Yeah. And let's be honest here, and let's just be fair, even though I can't stand Bellerin and I rate Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
Bellerin did more when he came on than Maitland-Niles.
100%. And for that reason, I suppose I have to give Maitland-Niles a 4, reluctantly.
Yeah, I'll give him a 4. Listen, it was a weird game for him, man. He weren't a liability, but he weren't a threat. It was just we didn't even know you were there, mate. Yeah. Yeah, and you're supposed to be an overlap for Pepe, which he really wasn't, because every time Pepe got the ball, he was 20 yards behind him.
Exactly. Which he normally is very good at. So I don't know what happened. Yeah. I would agree with you. I'd agree with you. Yeah, I'll give him a 4. Just because we didn't really notice him. Yeah. Okay. Far left-hand side, Bukayo Saka. I thought Saka was really good as the game went on. I thought as it progressed, for me, it was a much better performance than, say, Saturday when he played in the exact same position.
Oh, he was shocking on Saturday.
I thought this was a lot better. I thought it was a constant threat. He was showing a lot of pace on that left-hand side. I still don't think his crossing is yet back to where it was. But I think he's getting there. I thought his pace was causing a lot of problems, showing a lot of width. For me, I'm going to give him a 7. Definitely understand the argument for him being man of the match, but he's not my man of the match. I don't think quite back to his very best yet, but I do think he had a good performance today.
He should have had a penalty, as Omar says. That was a nailed-on penalty.
Yeah,
I don't know why that weren't given.
I agree with
Did
that.
they even have VAR in that game?
Well, they didn't check anything.
And if they did, they didn't check anything the whole game. So VAR were just sat there with a big fat cigar on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought he was good tonight. I don't think he looked sharp. He looked sharp at times, but you know, sometimes when he gets the ball and he just goes and he starts boom. I don't think he was like top level. But I think that's because he's been on the bench quite a lot since he signed the contract. Yeah, and we haven't had that many games since obviously he signed his contract. But he sat on the bench in the Carabao Cup. He sat in the bench in the Cup final, I think. He sat on the bench the other day at Fulham. He started against West Ham. He ain't played that much football. So I thought that was a really good performance from him tonight. I'm going to give him... What did I give Luiz? I gave him an 8, Luiz, isn't it? Yeah, I'll give Saka a 7. Yeah, I'll give him a 7. Okay. He went far off Luiz, though.
I don't think it's far off Luiz either. I don't think it's far off Luiz. In the middle, Mohamed El Pelo over here. Again, another good performance. I thought probably the weakest performance of his season yet, but I still think he did his thing, kept the ball ticking over. To be honest, it was Leicester's fault that I just thought that generally I thought Leicester were poor. So Mohamed Elneny didn't really need to be any better than okay for me. So I see a lot of you giving him a 7. I thought he did all right, but I'll give him a 6 for me. I thought not because he was poor, just because I thought Leicester were poor, and I don't think they did that much to impose anything on him where he needed to be particularly special. So and I agree with my man here who said that I do remember that chance that he let Maddison slide through for that chance. I do agree with that. I'll give him a 6. I thought 6. He was decent.
Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with you. This has got to stop.
Yeah.
Apparently,
people will talk. Yeah.
Yeah, we only ever agree, mate. So this has got to stop, really. Yeah, I'd go with a 6. Okay. He played some good balls forward.
Yeah.
Really, listen. Let's not get it twisted. He was levels above Joe Willock.
Joe Willock, look away.
Yeah, look away now of Joe Willock. Yeah, he was levels above Joe Willock.
Yeah.
And I think that one thing Elneny does, like, and listen, this is why I do not blame Elneny for being an Arsenal footballer. I blame Wenger for buying him. Right? Everyone can get onto Elneny, which I do, yeah. Right? But he is what he is. He's a £5 million basic footballer that just gets the ball and passes sideways to someone better. Yeah, with the odd 20-yard diagonal pass forward. Other than that, he's just a little pest. He'll run around, he'll nick the ball, he'll give a free kick away, he'll win a free kick. He is what he is, isn't he? He is what he is. He ain't the elite level. I wouldn't keep him. I'm not getting sucked into this. Oh, you've had 2 games, let's keep you. We've been there, done that for 15 years, hence why we're shit. Yeah, sentiment has killed this football club, mate. Mohamed Elneny, like I said, I don't particularly blame him. And why would you? Man's getting games right now, so why is he going to want to leave? He ain't getting a bigger club than us, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. He's got a contract. He doesn't need to go
kind of sad that he's going to still be here at the end of the window. And come when we play up against better teams and we've got injured players in midfield, if we sign any midfielders, we're going away to better teams with Mohamed Elneny in midfield. That's when we'll get stuck. Yeah, not Fulham away, not Leicester away in a Carabao Cup game. It's when we go against the better teams, Etihad settings, up against De Bruyne and all them ones. And we've got a couple of injuries here and there. And all of a sudden, bang, Mohamed Elneny's in the team. Yeah, that's when we're going to come unstuck. I'll give him a 6. Yeah, I'll give him a 6.
Steph is unhappy that you're blaming her manager.
Yeah, well, she's a proper Wenger lover. Yeah, so get in the basement. Get in the basement.
Okay, let's talk about Reece. No,
not Willock.
Joe Willock. For me, I said this on your stream. I'll say this again. Out of the three, Nelson, Willis, and Eddie, I think is the worst one.
Mm.
To be real with you, I think his only attribute to me is that he runs. Great, fantastic. You're a central midfielder. You're supposed to run. What about passing? What about shooting? His shooting is terrible. There doesn't seem to be any aspect of his game that I like.
Sorry to cut you off mid-flow, by the way, but I've just seen something here. I don't know whether this is true, but I think it is. I've just Googled Carabao Cup. We've got Lincoln or Liverpool in the next round. Is that true?
Liverpool it is then.
Yeah, is that actually true? It must be. Leyton Orient or Tottenham versus Chelsea in the next round. Brighton have got Man United. Newport versus Newcastle. Bristol or Villa against Stoke. Everton versus West Ham. Brentford versus Fulham. Playoff final settings again. Burnley or Man City against Bournemouth. Lincoln or Liverpool against Arsenal.
Great.
Oh dear, what is it with us in Liverpool, bruv?
It was a good run while it lasted.
Yeah, it was nice one. We just enjoyed tonight, yeah.
What is it when it comes to these domestic cups? If Arsenal to win it, they must go.
Hey, bro, we got done. We scored 5 goals at Anfield last year in this competition and still lost.
You know what I mean? Oh dear, great, fantastic,
good, isn't it? Sorry,
anyway.
I cut you off mid-flow about Willock. Sorry, mate.
No, that's all right. To me, I just don't know. There's no attribute of his where to me that I like, and I get what Isu's saying, and thank you for your donation, my bro. Willock was scoring last season. Was he? What did he score? 3-4 goals last season. I think for me, I don't see an aspect of his game that I like enough where I think to myself, oh, I must have that guy in my team. And to me, there's always talk about Reece going on loan. I don't disagree with that. Why is there no talk about Willock going on? I mean, I get it. Someone's going to tell me, but what about home quota, Chig? And this is where I'm annoyed with Arsenal, that we're almost being forced to keep some of these people purely on the basis that we don't have enough.
We're incompetent as a football club. That's why. So we've got to keep Elneny. We've got to keep Joe Willock. The one thing I will say is when you submit your squad in, yeah, right. If we decide to not submit a couple of non-homegrowns, that doesn't mean we can't go and sign players. So as it stands, people are going, "Oh, we can't sign players unless we get rid of 4 players to get 2 players," and all that. Yes, that's very true. But at the same time, if we don't submit Mesut Ozil into a Premier League squad, that's 1 less non-homegrown. Yeah. So we can get rid of 3 instead of 4 to go and do that, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Listen, Joe Willock, for me, I've said it before, I'll say it again, not good enough. Holds the ball too long. He done it twice tonight. Pepe was clean through both times. Elneny did it as well. It's like they hold the ball too long. They don't have the vision either side. Maybe we need Mesut back. I don't know.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. 281 days until he fucks off. He might be gone quicker, bruv. You never know. I'm going to give him a 3, by the way, Willock. Not good enough.
I knew you were. I'm going to give him a 4. I'll give him a 4 purely on the basis that I felt we were so comfortable that even he didn't fuck it up.
Yep.
Which I know is not necessarily a good enough reason to give someone a 4, but I'm going with it anyway. Okay. Left-hand side, let's go with Nelson. Reece Nelson, I thought, started the game like he had a point to prove, which I really liked. Like, he looked like, all right, motherfuckers, I'm on this team. Let's go. And he kind of had the ball and kept driving the team back and was trying to try little different stuff. Not everything panned out. Not everything worked. But what I liked, see, this is my problem with Reece. Sometimes you have these sort of games where you demand the ball and you try it. Yeah. And then there are other types of games where he comes and he just drifts and coasts and it goes missing that game. And that's I feel like he needs to establish some kind of balance on how to manage a game. Faded a little bit towards the end. Definitely see why he was taken off. Definitely had a stronger first half than he did second half.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I'm going to give him a 6.
Oh, I think that's a bit harsh.
I thought you might say that. But I'll give
I don't like Reece, bruv. Poundland Iwobi. Farm Foods Iwobi, bruv. I call him that all the time. Everyone gets, oh, you call him the Farm Foods Iwobi. Yeah, guess who got man the match for Everton tonight? Yeah.
This is true. Don't get me wrong, it was against Fleetwood.
Got a couple of assists, didn't he? Yeah, come on. The pet project. He did well tonight, bruv. He did well. I thought, like you said, first half, I thought he was class. Yeah, running at people, taking people on, his movement, his dribbling. But I think like it just shows that like when you don't play consistently, it's very hard to keep the levels like up here. Yeah, and this is why Pepe don't do it every week, because Pepe plays one game and then is dropped for 3 games. Then you throw him on for 20 minutes, you expect him to perform up here. Yeah, same with Reece. Reece plays one game every 2 months, and you expect him to be 10 out of 10. I'm going to give him a 7 tonight. I thought he was decent, man. I thought he was decent. Probably should have scored as well. He had a couple of chances where I thought, you know what, got to score that, or at least hit the target. There was one where he whipped it past the post, wasn't it? He should have probably scored that. But yeah, I thought he was all right tonight, and yeah, there we go.
Okay. Speaking of Pepe, there's a reason that you leave Pepe on the pitch even when he's having a terrible game, and he was having a terrible game up until he scored, and then he had a 10-minute game where he woke up and realized, shit, I should be playing better than this. I ain't gonna lie, if it wasn't for the goal, and I do realize it was an own goal before someone says, but let's be real, it was caused by Pepe. If it wasn't for the goal, he would have got 3. I thought he was having that bad of a game. But just due to the fact that he was constantly persistent, I do think he upped his levels once the goal went in. And I do think he did do well to cause the goal from happening. I'm personally going to give Pepe. I'm going to give Pepe a 5.
Oof.
I'm going to give him 5.
4. Shocking. Not good enough. Not good enough, bruv. 10 minutes out of 90 minutes ain't good enough. I know he was involved in the goal. He had a lot of chances where his final ball was shit. Yeah, he had acres of space at times, and it was like, bruv, what are you doing? Like, real talk, what are you actually doing? Like, I don't really get it at times, man. Like I said, I know it's hard that when you come in and you're constantly getting dropped every time. Yeah, but not good enough for me, man. Shocking tonight. And listen, William was
like you're losing faith.
Your chance to come on and go, yo, I'm going to do it tonight. Did he cover himself in glory up against a reserve Leicester team? Not really for me, man. I'm going to give him a 3.
Damn, not even a 4.
Yeah. No, okay. I'm going to stick with a 4. I'm going to stick with a 4.
It was not his goal, but it was his work that caused the first goal. If it makes you feel better around that 4.
Yeah, but one little thing like that doesn't change the pattern of 90 minutes, mate.
You're absolutely right, but you said it. You said it countless of times yourself. That's why you leave the brother on, because that little bit of trickery and moment.
Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing. What I'm saying is like
open the game up.
That's why I said it against Brighton, didn't I? When he scored that banger, I was like, that's why you leave him on. But he just didn't look on it today, bro.
No, I agree. But
I don't think it helped the fact that Maitland-Niles was just anonymous. Yeah. And every time Pepe got the ball, he was probably thinking, well, where's Maitland-Niles bombing past me to give me that ball round the corner so then I can go and get in space. Yeah. He had to try and do it on his own, but sometimes he's too predictable, man. I'm not getting on him. I rate him, bruv. Yeah, I really rate him. But tonight, I thought he was shocking. Yeah, and he had 2 or 3 chances where he could have put a real good cross in. And if you look at the best players, if you look at the Salahs, the Manes, if they get into the position Pepe gets in, they either score or they set a goal up.
Are you starting to tap out on Pepe?
No chance. I think he's class. What I do want to see is him get 10 games straight in the Premier League.
I do think he's class, but I'm going to say something a bit controversial because this is not a player I rate. Sometimes I do wish that Emre got Zaha for Emre, because I do think that, and despite what people say, I think Arteta plays more or less the same kind of football as Emre. I think for the counter-attacking game that we have, I can't help but think that Zaha's game would have been better suited to us than Pepe. Even though I don't particularly rate Zaha. Zaha doesn't show up enough for me, but I get his attributes are useful. I still think Pepe will come good though.
Pepe's class, bruv. I get what you're saying, yeah, but this is the thing: the board didn't back Unai Emery. Yeah, and when people sit there and go, "Oh, but he did," okay, well, explain why Leno it's a 50-50 between him and Martinez now. Then, yeah. Explain why Guendouzi is being told he can fuck off. Explain why they want to bin Socrates, and explain why Torreira's going then. So if they backed him 2 years ago, how comes we're binning him now then? Yeah, before the Wenger players, by the way. Yeah. How comes if he was backed in that first window, we're binning them 2 years later?
I'm with you.
Because we never backed him, bruv. Yeah, and Pepe came in. He didn't want Pepe, he wanted Zaha, as we know. He wanted Tierney. Yeah, he got Tierney. Them two players, they're quality, bruv. Yeah, but I just feel tonight, I thought Rob Holding was shocking tonight. I see somebody say, "Oh, he gave him the same rating as Rob Holding." Yeah, Rob Holding was shit tonight, mate. Yeah, he was shit. And guess what? Pepe, other than hitting the ball backwards, hitting the post with an open goal, by the way, which he should have scored, and then bouncing off the post and hitting a centre-back and going in. Please tell me what he did.
Yeah.
But I expect nothing less from people like that because they fucking jizz over one Mesut Ozil pass. Yeah? I watch the game. I see what they do. I see whether they're tracking back. I watch whether they're running in space, whether they're working for the team, whether they're overlapping. Pepe was shit tonight, bruv. Yeah, one pass that hits the post or one shot that hits the post that ends in an own goal and puts us 1-0 up. Don't eradicate the rest of that game for me. I thought he was poor tonight. Absolutely poor.
It's a big season for him. It is
He needs a run of 10 straight Premier League games. Put him in the team. Tell him you've got 10 games straight. Yeah, if you stay fit, you're playing the next 10 league games. Yeah, after 10 league games, he's got nowhere to hide if Arteta drops him.
Yeah, you're right. And for me, this is why I hate that Willian side. Because you're not exactly inspiring the geezer when you buy Willian and then you say to him, "Oh, but you're my guy." Pepe's probably sat there and well, how am I? You have to buy this geezer.
Why have three managers tapped out on him real quick?
This is the thing.
There's an issue there, isn't there?
That's what I'm thinking. And listen, I like Pepe. You guys know I'm a massive advocate for him on this channel. But there are certain things that worry me about him all of a sudden. I still think he'll come good. I still think this is a big season for him. This is a make it or break it season for him. 100%. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I see people here calling him Walcott right now. It's just like, allow it, man. Allow it. But let's see what happens. But yeah, Pepe, I'm going to give him a 5, but I totally get your 4. And up top, Eddie and Nketiah.
Eddie, right, bruv. Eddie, right. Eddie, right. Shame, bruv. Yeah, shame, real shame. Yeah, that he didn't score that one that he dinked over the keeper.
Dinked over the top. Yeah.
That was like righty at Swindon, bruv. Yeah, boom. Yeah.
For me, I thought this was actually my favourite Eddie performance in an Arsenal shirt.
He was class tonight, man.
I was there when he scored 2 goals. But this one for me was a much fuller all-round performance from start to finish for me. Like Lee just said, we watch more than just the moments. You have to watch the whole game. His movement was constant.
But where's Morgan older than me?
All the back line, all by himself. At one point, I shit you not, he closed 3 players in the same run. I was like, what the heck? What's going on here? He was on this team today. I really liked his performance. Like Lee said, there was an opportunity where he dinked it over everybody, and Wes Morgan saved it on the line. I was like, oh gosh, you deserve that goal.
Mate, if he had scored that would have been a bad boy goal. I can't lie, bro. That was sick. Absolutely sick.
For me, I loved this. This was my favourite Eddie performance, and if we get this between now and the end of the season, that boy could easily change my mind. No, and for me, I'm hoping he does. I would much rather give someone like Eddie Nketiah, who's a 22-year-old kid or 21-year-old kid or however old he is, a chance than say some idiot earning 350 grand a week playing Fortnite. You know, I'd much rather give him a chance. So, from my perspective, brilliant Eddie, 7 out of 10.
Do you know what? I'm going to give him an 8, which is what I gave David Luiz.
I can see why.
But for me, David Luiz just shaded it. And the reason David Luiz shaded it, clean sheet, commanding at the back, could have been killed. Yeah. And we didn't look in trouble, really. Eddie and Nketiah, you're right what you said, yeah, his work rate tonight was mad. And I know work rate should be a given before anyone says, oh, you say work rate should be a given.
That's exact comment,
guess
right?
What? It should be a given. No, it should be a given. How many players go and press that centre back? They pop it to that one, they press that one. Then it's back and he's pressing, and then it goes to the keeper, he's pressing the keeper. Yeah? You don't see many players do that. He did that tonight. And do you know what? I'm glad he scored, man. I'm buzzing that he scored 2 in 2 games for him, innit? Is it 2 in 2? He didn't score the week. Yeah, he scored at the weekend, didn't it? Did he score? Who scored at the weekend? West Ham game.
It was 2-1, wasn't it? I'm sure Eddie got the second one.
Yeah, I think he did. I can't remember.
Chat room, we're old. Can someone remind us?
Yeah, man, my memory's just gone. I'm sure he got the goal at the weekend. He did. 2
Thank
in 2.
you for your donation, Issy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he did. He got the goal at the weekend. I'm sure he did.
I hope so, bro. I hope so.
Lacquer and Eddie, thank you.
Yeah, Lacquer and Eddie, thank you, guys.
That's right. Yeah, but do you know what? Yeah, I thought he was good tonight. And he kind of set the tempo, especially second half.
Yes.
Yeah, because I thought we pushed a little bit further up the pitch second half, and then it was like Reece, Pepe, and Eddie. But Eddie was the one that was pressing forward, and then Pepe was like, "Oh, okay, I'll join in," and Reece was like, "Oh, I'll join in."
Yeah.
Look how many times their goalkeeper gave us the ball by him pressing.
But bro, how many times has Alexis do that in the past?
Thank you.
Where he was the only one pressing. And then it kind of woke everybody else up to say, oh, maybe I should.
Yeah, and he looks around and goes, are you going to fucking help me or what? Yeah. He used to do that all the time. And it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, and Ozil was just like that.
I like about that today. That's why, for me, I get what Zach means, but I don't discount work rate. Because quite frankly, we don't always see it. How many times have we seen players just stand there static like, ooh, and then
we see it all the time with fucking Mesut Ozil.
Yeah. So exactly. So I think for me, I really enjoyed this performance.
Do you know what I liked about him today? Yeah, other than the press, and he was the one. Like, let's have it right. Their goalkeeper tonight was shocking. Yeah, what were they all doing for his goal? Like, he was just like literally 3 pages ahead of them. But you know what? When I see the starting 11, and I see Wes Morgan. I think he's about my age, bruv. Yeah, I thought Wes Morgan's a real tall guy. He's a wide guy. Eddie's a short, little guy. I thought he could.
Yeah,
do you know what? That youthful exuberance, bruv. Yeah, Wes Morgan's not going to sleep tonight. Well, no, he'll sleep well tonight, bruv, because he's been run ragged tonight. He's going to be like, bruv, football ain't for me anymore, bruv. I've got to turn this in. Yeah, Eddie's killed his career tonight, bruv.
Like I said, there were a few times in the same run, Eddie would close 3 or 4 players down. I'm like, right, what is this geezer on today? He was on. Actually, you know what? You're right. 8 out of 10. What am I talking about? 8 out of 10.
Ben in the chat says Eddie is Welbeck part 2 can run, but that's about it.
Listen, normally I'd agree with you, Ben, but even you have to admit today he was very good. He was very good. And I want to see more of this from Eddie. I want to see the finishing as well. I want to see that part of things. So.
Real talk, do you think he can make it though, Eddie?
My gut instinct, I told you guys, bro, remember I told you this a long time ago. My gut instinct says no. I don't see it. So
if he doesn't make it at Arsenal, do you think he could make a career?
I think he could be a Premier League striker. That's probably the part we disagree with, because I know that we've had that debate in our group chat a few times. I think
he's Premier League standard, consistent.
I think he can play for West Ham. 100%.
Bruv, what, over Antonio? 100%. Over Antonio?
Alongside Antonio.
Nobody plays with 2 up top, bruv. Who plays 2 up top?
He's a striker, bro. He's a number 10 at best. He's an attacking midfielder playing up top.
Boy.
I could see him playing alongside Antonio. 100%.
Did you think he starts for Palace over Zaha?
But again, Zaha is not up top.
But he's starting up top this season.
Palace would love Eddie, bro. What are you talking? Come on, bro. I
don't know, man.
I think he has the potential to be that.
I think he's on a good run of form at the minute. Yeah. And I think he's a good utility player. Like, to come on with 20 minutes to go. Tonight, he was superb. I'm not taking nothing away from him. He was very close to being my man of the match. Yeah. He took his goal well. Shocking defending, shocking keeping. But you still got to be alert. You still got to be alive. And you still got to know your surroundings and go, ping. Yeah. So fair play to him. Is he starting at Anfield on Monday?
So here's my question. What's he missing for you?
What's he missing?
I know what he's
not
missing.
Ruthless. He's not ruthless. He's not a killer, bruv.
So he's finishing, basically.
He's not clinical enough. He's not clinical enough. And do you know what? I've seen...
Who's better than him? Benteke or him? Exactly. Bro, come on.
No, come on. That's totally different, bro.
Come on, fam. No, listen, I'm with you with Eddie. I don't think he's making it Arsenal.
Okay, let me do a proper comparison. Yeah? Let me do a proper... Because you're giving me Benteke, bro. That's some shit comparison, you know.
Bro, but
Benteke is double his age.
He starts for Palace, does he not? When he's fit, he starts for Palace.
Ben's put a great one in the chat. Tammy Abraham or Eddie Nketiah. That's a better comparison because they're similar age.
No, I love Ben, but that's a dumb comparison because what we're saying is he's not a top 6 guy. So let's take the top 6 teams out of it. Give me another comparison.
Obviously, out of the non-top 6 teams.
Non-top 6 teams.
Out of non-top 6. But you need somebody about his age, around his age group.
Yeah.
You can't compare Benteke to Eddie Nketiah, bruv. Come on. You can't do that. Wait, can I just say as well, we're not a top 6 team, by the way. We were 8th. Yeah.
All right, fair play. Top 10 teams out of it. Top 10 teams out of it.
Okay. Danny Ings. Well done, my guy in the chat, you know. Yeah. What about Malpai? Malpai's another one.
No, I quite like
Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin's a perfect comparison. Well done. You're getting ripped. Well done, my guy.
Stop it.
Calvert-Lewin's light years ahead of him.
They're a top 10 team. Take the top 10 out of it.
Okay, so what? You go down the bottom of the table?
Yes, I'm saying he can play for West Ham.
What do you mean bottom? Yeah, but where are you getting with the bottom of the table? Okay. Wait. Ollie Watkins.
Oh, whatever. He's better than Ollie Watkins.
What? You're mad. You're mad. You are mad. You are mad. You're saying Eddie Nketiah. Okay. Hang on. How many people are watching this right now?
There's over 500 people.
Okay. We're going to have a bet on this. Yeah? We are going to have a bet on this. No, wait. My man can stack pad in Europa League or League Cup, Eddie. My man's going to play for Aston Villa pretty much every week in the Premier League, which, by the way, is a lot harder to score in, yeah, as we all know. So, why don't West Ham, Antonio? I just said that exactly. Why don't we do this? Yeah?
I'll tell you what, Iheanacho or Eddie?
Iheanacho?
Bro, I'm Nigerian and I pick Eddie.
Bro, Iheanacho can get the ball, he can run at you, and he can finesse one top bins from 25 yards. Eddie's more of an instinctive finisher. Yeah, but he ain't a finisher. That's my point. Let me say this then, yeah? So you're saying Ollie Watkins at Villa is worse than Eddie, yeah?
Yeah.
So why don't we do this? There's 500 people watching right now, yeah?
529 to be exact.
Okay. 50 quid. I will bet you 50 quid right now. Yeah, Ollie Watkins in all competitions outscores Eddie Nketiah this season.
All right, bet.
And he plays in a worse team.
Bet.
We're shaking on that, yeah? There you go. 500 people. Ollie Watkins is a G, bruv. Watch.
Bet. Okay.
We're remembering it. I'm going to set an alarm for May, yeah? Watch. I'm going to set an alarm because I'll forget.
I don't want people to watch this and think I rate Eddie Nketiah.
No, I know.
What I'm trying to say is that me and Lee, we've had this debate, so I knew it was coming, right? He says at best he's a lower half championship player. I give him more credit than that. I think there's a potential to play for a West Ham and do something.
So do you think Bamford is better than Eddie Nketiah?
I put it this way. I could see why Bamford started all those games ahead of Eddie Nketiah. I could see why. He's physically stronger. Eddie's more of a kind of a play off the scraps type of guy. But
that's what I'm saying. He's more of a fox in the 6-yard box. Whereas Bamford and all these other Iheanacho and all these other players, they can do more outside the box as well, and that's why they will always score more goals. And they play in worse teams.
Let me pose this question to you. This one might light up the chat room when I say this, but I'll be brave. Right? Arguably, he leads the line better than Aubameyang does.
Who Nketiah?
By himself.
Yeah, but let's be real. Nketiah is playing against fucking Leicester City reserves. Yeah, Aubameyang's playing up against top draw centre backs, and he's playing on the left side.
I can see why Aubameyang is often played out left because they need him involved in the game. When he plays up top by himself, he looks lost, unless he plays with somebody.
That's because of our style of play. If we played into Aubameyang's strengths of playing off the shoulder and over the top balls, Aubameyang has scored 40 goals this season. We don't do that, and we play ball into feet, Lacazette facing his own goal. Let's try and turn it around the corner and hope that one of them pings a screamer. If we actually played football to our strengths and put Aubameyang up front, his movement in the box is the best in the Premier League out of any striker. I rate Aguero is levels above him on movement in the box. Aguero's
I think Aubameyang's movement actually, even today, is still underrated.
Yeah, he's easily the best in movement as a striker in the Premier League. But we don't play to his strengths and we put him on the left wing.
I would have no faith in him leading the line by himself, though. Okay,
let me ask you another question. Danny Welbeck or Eddie Nketiah?
Danny Welbeck or Eddie Nketiah. Stop it.
Right, I'm typing a calendar in as we speak. Ollie Watkins, I'll put this into the 30th year.
The same thing, bro. This is the thing, yeah? I know the chat. You think I don't know my own people, right? The chat room, because you speak with gusto and passion, they're spitting bars like, Chig, you mad? Eagle Eye, you mad? The real ones will know that, Chig has thought about this. He's a logical bastard. He's not going to come out just talking with his chest unless he's got some sort of point. And actually, he's making sort of sense. Like, obviously, Eddie's going to score more goals than Watkins, bro. Stop
Watkins. At Aston Villa.
Stop it.
You're saying Eddie has scored more. We've had the bet. I've programmed it in for the 30th of May, 2021. And you're giving me 50 quid.
I'll pay you before it even gets to the 30th if I know it's going to happen.
I'll tell you what, yeah. You see, by Christmas, when Ollie Watkins has bagged about 12 goals, you might as well cash out, mate.
Don't worry. That's why I thought when you said, let's see what the chat says, I thought, well, you speak with gusto, so I know that they're going to back you immediately. But if you really think about it, we play in a quality team. Arteta has faith in Eddie.
Yeah,
do you really think he's not going to bang more goals than Watkins? How many goals has Watkins scored already?
Well, he's only he played a pre-season friendly against Man United and scored the winner.
Cool.
Yeah, on his debut. Yeah, which was his debut. Hang on.
So my point's already ahead. Is that what you're saying?
No, we're not including that. We're talking. Hang on, 1 second. Watch.
My point's already ahead. Is that what you're saying?
No, bruv. Let me just say something. 1 second.
Don't worry about it.
The pre-season friendlies don't count. Yeah. Ollie Watkins has played one Premier League game. He's got no goals.
Okay.
Yeah. One Premier League game, 0 goals. That was the Sheffield United game the other day that Martinez saved the penalty. Yeah.
And
0 goals. In a pre-season friendly, they played Man United the other day. He scored the goal that won the game. That was his actual debut, but it wasn't his official debut, if that makes sense.
We made a bet, but by the end of the year...
Eddie Nketiah has already beaten him. He's 2 or 3 goals clear of him already.
Exactly. This is why
he's got a head start, bro. Trust me.
You can back out this bet if you like. I'm giving you this opportunity.
Look at my man giving it the big one.
You can back out it now. Straight up.
Watch. Christmas, you'll be cashing out.
See? People have the nerve to say we always agree.
Watkins scored tonight, by the way, Georgie says.
All right, so did Eddie. What's your point, bro? What's your point, bro?
Bring up my boy Georgie. There you go.
Bro? Eddie's got this. So you got the nerve to say we always agree. Unbelievable.
You know what I'm saying? People think we just sit there agreeing with each other. Oh, by the way, that was Eddie Nketiah's second goal of this season. Yeah, so Ollie Watkins is 1 behind him. So he's still ahead.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's see what Watkins can do.
Cool. I'm on it. Bro.
I love this bet, by the way. Igor says, did we get rid of our best goalkeeper?
Yes.
Yep. Thank you for your donation.
100%. It's not even a debate.
And this is your boy, isn't it? Chiggy.
My boy Neptali from New York.
Great to see our strikers find the back of the net. Young guns strutting their stuff. What do you think of Willock's play? Shit.
Did Willock play? He's shot the ball too much.
Thank you, brother.
He holds the ball too much. His passing's whack. He don't defend. He's clumsy. He's a bit dopey off the ball. Not good enough. But we can't get rid of him.
When's the cash up? It's May. So we've got all season, bro.
I've set a reminder on calendar. Ollie Watkins to outscore Eddie Nketiah. Chig owes me 50 quid.
I will pay.
And I'll put in brackets all competitions.
Me and Ola make bets all the time. You guys know this if you're a big fan of the Combat Show. I pay him before you even has a chance to say, "Give me my money." Your money's only.
Watch when Ollie Watkins bags a hat trick this season because you'll never see Eddie Nketiah do that, bruv. Watch, I'm coming for you, bruv.
I can't wait for it because apart from anything, Eddie will have more opportunities to score this season.
Yeah, which is going to make it even more embarrassing that he outscores him.
No worries, no problem. Let's find out. Eddie, don't get no injury that writes you off for the season, please.
No, bruv, Watkins will play every Premier League game. Yeah, they're not in Europe, so he'll play the cup games and he'll play every league game. So he's going to play about 40 games. Eddie's not going to play 40 games this season. You've lost the bet. It's fact.
Find out. Let's find out.
I'm glad you're a big man, though. You took the bet, bruv. So fair play. You can't back out. 500 people see that.
I know, pussy. I'll do it. Especially if I feel like I will win. Shit. That's pretty funny.
Hey, look, my boy, Abdul Rahman in the chat says Watkins are outscore Lacazette. Exactly.
By the way, you forgot this. This is a fair point.
We're not talking about international. We're talking about all competitions in domestic football.
For domestically. All right. No worries.
Because under 23s, that's bullshit, bro. Like,
no, but you said, I think you made a point of saying Eddie doesn't score hat tricks. So they wanted to remind you. Eddie scored a hat trick the other day.
Bruv.
The other day, fam.
Danny Welbeck looked good for the under 23s.
Oh, gosh.
What about have we done the subs? Where did we get to? We got to Eddie, innit?
We got so distracted by Eddie.
We've got Bellerin, Ceballos, and Willian. I'm just going to go straight fives. I'll give Bellerin a 6 because he had that amazing run. With the other 2 5s.
Let's go with Mikel Arteta. To be honest, bar the Saliba thing, I actually liked the team. I had no complaints with the team. We won. We were comfortable. Professional performance. 9 out of 10.
I'm going to give him. I'm going to give him 8.
Okay.
I'll give him 8. It weren't a great performance. It weren't a shit performance. We kept a clean sheet. We scored 2 goals. It was one of them where I'm glad I didn't drive to Leicester, bruv. Put it that way. Put it that way. 8 out of 10. I thought it was all right. Listen, six wins in all competitions in a row, bruv. We moved.
Do you know what? John makes a good point. Not straight 5s. I give Hector Bellerin a 7. That run that he made for the goal.
What, for one dribble?
Bro, for a sub to do that.
Ooh.
I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, but that's his job. He's supposed to come on and do something, bruv.
Bro, how many times has Hector Bellerin done this?
He's done it in the cup final.
Done this? Huh?
Hey, bruv, he done it in the cup final for our winner.
Yeah, but...
I don't like Bellerin, bruv, yeah? And I gave him man of the match last week, and everyone was
going, you give him a straight 5 for that?
What'd you give Bellerin man of the match for? Because he was our best player.
You give him a straight 5 for that?
No, I gave him a 6.
You gave him a 6?
Yeah, and I gave the other 2 a 5 because they weren't great, were they? Ceballos hardly got any minutes anyway, and neither did... Well, Bellerin didn't really get any minutes. Let's be real here. He was hardly on the pitch, was he?
But he made an impact.
Bruv, if you're giving out 7s and 8s for one little mazy run that then leads to a goal, fucking hell, man. Seriously.
The way I see it is his run killed the game. It was a good
goal. So let me say this, right? If Maitland-Niles did that or anybody else did that in the first minute of the game, but then they had an absolute mare for the other 89, you're still going to give them a good rating because they did that run.
But he didn't have a mare for the rest of the game.
No, because he went on the pitch long enough. The whistle went.
So we don't know what kind of game he would have had. That's the point. All right, let me put it to you like this way. He had that run, but then he got injured and got taken off. Would you give him a poor mark because of it?
No, you wouldn't be sitting there giving him a 7 or 8 if he did that, got injured in that pass back to Eddie, and then got took off. You wouldn't be sitting there going, I'll give him an 8 because he didn't play long enough.
To be fair, I never gave him no 8.
I know, but what I'm saying is, if he did that...
Let's clarify that shit.
if another player did that, and got injured as he passed it to Eddie and got taken off, and that was all he did in the first minute of a football match, you'd not be sitting there giving him a 7 or an 8. Because you go, oh, he wasn't on the pitch long enough. So why is it different when they're a sub?
Listen, this motherfucker is just arguing
6.
for the sake of it now. I'm giving him a 7. Fuck it.
Okay. We're supposed to agree all the time.
Oh, dear. Listen, I hate Hector more than anyone. I was impressed with that run, so I'll give him a 7. Maybe I'm too gassed on it, but I'm going to give him a 7. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's it. So what do you guys think? Let us know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. It was a fun, jovial. See what happens when Arsenal win comfortably? We don't have anything to complain about. You know, we could critique, which we will do, which we have done, but we will still be cool. Although there's always going to be one that says this to you. Hold on. Lee, stop being critical.
Bruv, I'm a perfectionist. You'll never stop me being critical, bruv, because I always want it to be better.
To be fair, it's his job. It's his job.
Yeah, when I get to 100k, I want 200k because I want better. Yeah. So when we win 2-0, yeah, I want to win 3-0. I want to win 4-0. I want to win 5-0. When we win 7-0, I want to win 8-0 because I don't stop, bruv. Elite mindset. Yeah, maybe you should try it, baby.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what happens. I'm so looking forward to this bet. You guys.
What did you rate your bowel movement? Somebody's put in the comments.
I just saw that.
I'm just glad I've got some of that now, bruv. Yeah, trust me.
Oh, good. Yeah. If you want to know what that's about, look to the start. Look to Lee's watch along for that.
Mad. Absolutely mad.
All right, guys, we are headed out of here. Please do slap a like on the video before you go. On the road to 10k now. I'm about 850 away from 10k. So please do subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to join the membership. I'm doing a membership stream tomorrow for gold and silver members. So make sure you're around. And until tomorrow, guys, we are out of here. Take care. Enjoy your Wednesday wherever you are. Peace.
Sign some players.